So for this video, I'm going to be taking on Knifepoint Hollow on Master difficulty from the Isle of Madness story mode. This is a pretty straightforward encounter. However, the enemy will start with a support that makes it so that whenever they play a creature, it gets +2/+2, but they interplay shackled. Now, the enemy has a lot of really cheap creatures. In fact, it's got things like Varvark Experiment, which means for free they get 2/3 creatures. 2/3 creatures, mind you, and so on and so forth. So I decided that the best way to take advantage of these huge but slow creatures was to just outrace them. And as such, I am playing a deck that I will put the deck code in the video description, but this is just a charge archer, a charger deck, if you will, very reminiscent of some of the old decks I used to play on the ladder. And we're going to dive right in and just race them. Essentially, what you're trying to do here is you're just saying, okay, everything of yours is bigger than mine, but I'm just going to be faster than you, and hopefully get you down to 0 before you get me down to 0. This looks entirely fine because we have the rings. We can go this into this into this. Don't have to really worry about card draw. The enemy will punch you in the face, and you will hopefully respond by drawing more charged creatures that punch them in the face even harder. Again, they have creatures with shackle. Now, I'm going to be honest, because I believe in honesty, gang. Typically, the enemy will have already had like 3 creatures out. So the fact that they did not have Varvark Experiment to start some 1-drops, it's a little bit rare. I'm not going to lie to you. But don't let that dissuade you. You can still typically outrace them because, again, whenever they play a creature, they have to wait, usually, a long time for them to trigger. Now, I actually think that our best development cycle here is to do this, because this means we're going to get a lot of damage in, while also setting us up for very large rampaging minotaurs in the future. So all of the creatures that you're going to play are expendable. You don't really have to worry about trying to protect them too much. You just want to get as much damage out of them as you can at any given moment. And then if they die, they die. Raiding party is nice because this is 6 damage. But we played this because we wanted to saturate. So there's the Varvark Experiment. We knew that it was coming, but again, all these things interplay shackled, so they essentially have to wait 2 turns before they get value out of them. And we're fine with that. This is a bit interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and attack with this, and then just swing with this. And then that's gonna be lethal because the enemy does have a couple of guard creatures. They've got things like Treeminder, for example, but they do not have enough in their deck where they can stop this raiding party plus Arms Master. Other things you'd have to worry about, they do run this and Night Shadow, so they have a couple of creatures with Drain. Again, traditionally you're just trying to outrace them, but the Minotaur is enough for lethal. And then if we really wanted to get cheeky, we also have that into a raiding party. And then this would also have rallied. So as you can see, they get a lot of value. If you try to outvalue them, it's probably going to be really difficult. You're going to have a bad time. I'm not saying you can't do it. Maybe with a prophecy deck, maybe with some hyper control you could. But why when you can just race them, right? Punch them in the face way faster than they're punching you, and you'll be just fine. So this is it for the encounter. If you were struggling, hopefully this helps you. And if you made it this far, as always, I really appreciate you watching. Until next time, may you walk on warm sands.